even think Trey's in here yet. Trey's late to his own party.
Clouds roll through as they do. I'll be in my room.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Well, when I was in about second grade, I had like this crush on my teacher, like a mom crush. And I was super sick. I was like deathly ill with the flu, and my mom still made me go to school. And she like gave me some Pepto-Bismol on the way. And I was a pretty awkward kid anyway. So I'm sitting there in class, and I just like projectile vomited this Pepto-Bismol all over my desk and all over the kid in front of me. One time I was in high school, and I was out playing SEPA, like hacky sack.
Yeah.
Out like on a break, and this Mormon kid came up behind me and like pulled down my shorts, and it like ripped my underwear down too. So like 100 kids in the school saw my dick, and I was just like, I wasn't ready for it. Like I was fucking like dirt poor. Okay, like my kids are so lucky to have this lifestyle. And I remember watching Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 5. And this wasn't like an edited version. It was like full on gore. And what was the other one? Night of the Living Dead scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. The Shining. And my parents, or my mom at least, because my dad wasn't around, but they just let us watch whatever we wanted. And it was horrible. It was like horrible shit. But now it's like I love that kind of stuff. So, I guess it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, my dad was the same. It's like when I look back at some of the stuff that he would have on, it's like, this is really inappropriate. This was really inappropriate for our age. We should not have been watching that while you're getting tanked on your fucking Budweisers, dude. What's one band you've always wanted to see but never got to?
I've always wanted to see the Dead Kennedys. I had like a bucket list, and Propagandhi, Circle Jerks, Descendants, No Effects. Like I've seen all those guys, and the fucking Misfit show was pretty awesome though. I got to see Leftover Crack and all the other bands that played Riot Fest.
Best show experience, yours or someone else's, that you've ever had?
When I was 29, I think, it was my 29th birthday. We played Hotel Utah in San Francisco, and it was an amazing show. It was a big turnout, and everyone was into it, and it was just one of those epic nights that you'll never forget. As far as other bands that I've seen, Suicidal Tendencies was awesome. I remember they played in Salt Lake City, and it was outside, so there was a tornado pit of dirt just swirling around. And I was just a little kid. I was probably like 17 or 18, and I just jumped in there with all these like 30-year-old cholos in the pit, and like just boom, and like I came out with blood and mud all over my face and my shirt. It was so much fun.
I like how that makes a good punk show. It's like, oh yeah, I was fucking bleeding. Look it up.
It was fucking awesome. Propagandhi was probably one of my favorite ones too. I saw him in Fort Collins, and I wasn't quite 21 yet, but I had a fake ID.
Yeah.
And I got thrown out of the show for buying underagers drinks. So I was like sitting out back, and I was all pissed off, and then they started playing. I heard them playing, and someone went in the back door with like a piece of equipment or something, so I like snuck back in, and I got to see the whole show right until the end, and someone saw me and they're like, get that motherfucker out of here.
So you post a lot of videos on your Instagram about like weird reptiles and animals that you find in your acreage that you have out there in Hawaii. What's the weirdest animal you've come across? I saw you post like a bunch of spiders and like a fucking iguana thing.
Yeah, the skeleton of the chameleon. That was pretty cool. there's a lot of cool stuff out here. I really like spiders and taking pictures and stuff like that. My daughter does too. But I think the weirdest like animal I've come across was a ram. My wife and I were pulling up one day. I was in the passenger seat of our van, and I was a little bit drunk, wasn't really paying attention. And she's like, "There's a goat like tangled up in the bush out there. Like, go help it." So she stopped, and I get out of the van, and it wasn't a goat; it was a ram, like a big ass ram with the horns. And as soon as I looked at it, it charged me and slammed into my knee and like flung me up in the air. It fucked me up. Like, I was limping for like a week after that shit.
Oh my God. Did you like break your knee or anything, or were you? It was just...
I hurt my knee pretty bad. I still have problems with it, but you know, it's just weird shit you have to deal with like that out here.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone else's home?
Like a full-grown pig. I went to school with a girl named Angie, and her grandma had this huge fucking pig, and I think her name was Latoya. And we'd go to her grandma's house. We were like 15 or 16 because she would buy us cigarettes, and we'd just sit around smoking cigarettes. And one day I was over there, and this huge fucking pig came around the corner, and I was just like, whoa, you know? And apparently it had a room of its own in the house. It was like painted pink and shit. Super bizarre. But that's probably the weirdest thing I've seen in someone's house.
That is weird. That's a weird thing to see.
And like animals in the house, it's not gonna happen. I mean, the kids make a big enough mess as it is. No wild animals of any kind can come in the house.
I wanna tell you something. I want your full attention now. I get my way, but I'm not standing my way. The world ain't ready like I am.
It is what it is, you know. I just make music for people who want to listen to it, and I'm super stoked to have fans.
Yay! What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Probably nunchucks. Because I mean, why would you ever need more than one pair of nunchucks in the house? Someone could get hurt, I think.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I mean, who would even need one pair of nunchucks?
Well, I mean, you're gonna hurt yourself whether you have one or two, but you don't need to.
You could like windmill them if you had two, you know?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Traffic once again, because your love was our line, and that's the way it is.
That's a really good one. So that's the end of our episode. I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and everyone out there, please go give Trey a follow at trey.wonder. Please go stream his new album, Can't Wait, on all streaming platforms, and shop his merch at treywonder.com. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here and for playing your songs.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.